I think that balcony appearance is almost with us, so we're going back to join our outside broadcast unit and Alistair Burnett for a commentary.
Andrew, it shouldn't be very far off. This has been a very well-conducted wedding, and if that's so, it should be in the next 2 or 3 minutes that we'll get these further pictures, these family pictures that all the world wants to see. It was Queen Victoria who started this custom, as she started so much else. In those days, royal weddings were really very private affairs, and there was no long route either to Westminster Abbey or to St. Paul's, and this was greatly criticised. And after the wedding of the Princess Royal and the Crown Prince of Prussia in 1858, Queen Victoria did something unprecedented. She opened the doors to the balcony and brought out the bride and the groom. And she was thanked publicly for this most graceful and considerate act on the part of Her Majesty. Well, graceful and considerate it no doubt will be, and the crowd is already making its presence felt. While Mrs. Thatcher has taken some of the great men and women of the world off to lunch at the Bank of England, whether they'll discuss monetary policy or not is another matter, all the rest of us, and that is 750 million or so, are here, waiting to see. And they are still streaming in. As Alistair Stewart was telling you earlier on, there's not much standing room left, and they're still coming down the Mall. The balcony waits. And meanwhile, well, you can take some of the pain out of those feet. Whether they got there voluntarily, and I think they did, or not, it's not a place to watch from, but it does make you feel cooler. Fortunately, the weather hasn't been an absolute sunburst day. However marvellous that might have been for some of the pictures, it would have meant much more work for the St. John Ambulance and all the other volunteers along the route, whose part in all this we should also remember. And it is right beside those railings. Well, it's a cosmopolitan crowd, but it's basically a young crowd. It is remarkable how so many young people have come out to this wedding. Standing in shirt sleeves, standing in anything, just waiting, because they know the royal family is going to come, and they're going to be able to say one day, I was there, I remember it. There are so many memories attached. People may remember the day that Prince Charles himself was born. Well, we're not going to repent of anything at the moment, nor, I think, is he, the way he's behaving. Well, that's a very nice cabaret act while we wait. And the periscopes are up outside, trying to get through the railings. Cameras, my goodness, how much film has been taken today, all along the route. We must hope it all comes out. The cheers go up, the flags wave. Ah, yes, the curtains are being drawn back by the footman, and we can just see the Princess of Wales and the Prince. They're about to come out fast. First time for the Princess of Wales on this balcony. For the Prince, he's been doing it all his life, but I think seldom, never, on so happy a day for him. And all the way down the Mall, down to St. James's Park, people are cheering. Lady Sarah Armstrong-Jones, the chief bridesmaid, just come out and wave from the mouth. And I think that just about makes it unanimous in front of Buckingham Palace. Well, the bridesmaids are coming out, and the pages. I've no doubt that the Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, Spencer, Mrs. Shankidd will be coming too, and the Queen Mother. Well, they're going to cheer until they're hoarse, and they're not going to let them go in until they've had a proper eyeful. Spencer waving, the Queen smiling, turning to the bride. How marvellous. Well, they call it the wedding of the century. That's certainly the picture of the year. Love, affection, trust, and happiness. And it is reflected in all those watching. Well, there's the flags of Canada, there's the flag of Wales, but it is a Union Jack Day. What so many people have admired in the Princess of Wales has been her naturalness. One of the nicest things she said since her engagement, which put her in the trust of the public, because I know I shall be all right as long as I have Prince Charles at my side. Well, they hope it's not going to be a last wave, everybody down below and everybody watching, but there are other matters to be dealt with, such as the photographs and the wedding breakfast, and they are going in. But if sheer vocal power and enthusiasm can bring them back again, they'll be back. So that's the balcony appearance, the first balcony appearance, and it'll be surprising if there aren't more. But most of the crowd will wait anyway in order to see the going away later this afternoon. And at the moment, well, I think they're going to succeed. Nobody's quite moved away yet. Not inside there. Well, Lady Sarah Armstrong-Jones has really enjoyed the wedding, and she too is to be congratulated for all that she's done. And the bridesmaids are thrilled. What a day for them. Well, are they going to come out again? Perhaps they're watching television, watching them. Yes, out they come again, and that makes everybody even happier. Edward Van Cutsem and Clementine Hambro, the youngest of the bridesmaids. Reminds one of the days when Princess Margaret was so young and so small, King George V had to lift her up so that her little hand could be seen waving.
Yes, that was a memorable moment, and these are equally memorable moments.
Oh, that's marvellous. Lord Nicholas Windsor, Clementine Hambro, and Edward Van Cutsem. And Mr. Everybody Else, and Mrs. Everybody Else, and Master Everybody Else, and Miss Everybody Else down below.
Absolutely, everybody else. This is reminiscent of the Silver Jubilee, of course, and all those other great occasions. Waiting in the centre room, which is the room behind the balcony, the other members of the royal family will, I'm absolutely certain, come out again. I've no idea how many appearances there are going to be, but if it's left to the crowd, they will still be coming out throughout the entire afternoon.
Not a glass of champagne will be drunk if the crowd go on like this.
I think they might manage to find time just for some refreshment as well. The Queen and Prince Philip will obviously there, and I'm sure that they'll be encouraging them to just wait a few moments and then go out once more, at least once more.
And the cry is going up now, "We want the Queen."
And that's lovely to hear on this day, which of course is the day of the Prince and Princess of Wales, but the Queen too. Everybody wants to ensure that she has her share of all the joy and all the celebration, all the appreciation and all the cheering.
Well, there's a little nod from Prince Charles there and his mother, and they said they want the Queen. Here she comes. A wonderful day for them. Well, when he said, "I hope I'll be as lucky as my parents because they've been so happy," he certainly looks happy and lucky himself.
Princess of Wales is going to appear on that balcony on many occasions in the years to come. She'll always get the warmest possible reception and the warmest possible of welcomes, but there'll never be anything, I'm sure, to surpass today. The feeling of that crowd, it's just overwhelming.
So, holding hands, they go inside. Well, as I said, there are other things to be done, such as kissing the bride.
Yes, we haven't actually seen the bride and bridegroom kiss, but I'm sure that between the return to the grand entrance and the appearance on the balcony, the wedding ceremony was finally and properly sealed. No doubt while they were signing the register in St. Paul's Cathedral. Just in the background there, the last time we were looking into the centre room, I saw the figure of Patrick Lichfield, Lord Lichfield, one of the Queen's cousins. He had his camera there. He's going to take the official photographs later on, but he wasn't missing a chance to get some of the shots like these, which are so memorable.
And the crowd stretch all the way down the Mall. They're still coming. And the Queen Mother. Now they do want to see her. Just a face in the door, but she's coming out and bringing Prince Andrew with her. And Lady Philip.
It's the two grandmothers.
Welcome back to the Queen Mother.
Almost 81. Quite remarkable.
Well, in many ways, it wouldn't have been the wedding it's been if she hadn't managed to get there. But as you were saying, Ron, I doubt very much if she could have been stopped.
No, I can't imagine what would have stopped her, but it just would not have been the same without her.
And now we have a full family appearance. This really is, dare say it, a better picture than Lord Lichfield may have been able to get inside.
He won't do better than this. He's a brilliant photographer.
Well, Prince Andrew is saying, well, I did have the ring all right.
Yes, there'll be a great deal of leg pulling going on, and that train is taking some handling. Each time the princess goes back in, you can see that they have to lead her train in first. Edward, Prince Andrew. This, I think, is a standing ovation, is it not, Alistair? Not in the party political sense.
I think we'll come to that. We don't have sitting ovations on an occasion like this. Well, we could go on all afternoon. We're quite ready.
Yes, what is it? It's well over 10 minutes now.
Oh, yes, it's been great. It might just be that they'll say, well, we'll be back, but we mustn't run behind the timetable. There will be a train waiting to take them away, and they mustn't mess up the schedules of Southern Region. And so the cheers die down for the moment, but any appearance has started.
I was thinking just now that we should have gone into the flag business. I'm beginning to think that we should have gone into the throat lozenge business, because there could have been some very sore throats after that tremendous performance.
Yes, flags are in and balloons are in too. They've made a comeback today.
Care to speculate on how many people we're looking at? I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, it's obviously, you see, we can't see all the way down the Mall. But, you know, there's a couple of Wembley stadiums in there.
More than that, and when you think of St James's Park on our right as we look at it, and Green Park on the left, the people we packed through there. I see the geraniums on the right as we look at it have disappeared, but I still can see a few over at the end of Green Park.
It was remarkable at the Queen's Silver Jubilee how the geraniums withstood things, but people saw heavy footsteps on each side of each plant, that the crowds were so careful, and the gardeners commented on it afterwards.
It was a marvellous day for that, as well as in many other ways. I wouldn't be surprised if people aren't taking very good care even today.
Well, it's a time to meet people and greet people. Say, didn't that go well? And where were you? And what did you see?
Yes, we're in the forecourt of the palace at the moment, and these are very privileged friends who've been allowed in. Some of the people who work in Buckingham Palace and some of their relatives, and also a number of disabled people were invited by Prince Charles very especially to come into the forecourt. This also happens on the Queen's official birthday, Trooping the Colour. The forecourt is filled with a number of special guests. Yes, the geraniums have survived.
Standing up to it well, and the odd football song coming in.
A hardy plant, the geranium.